Okay guys, welcome back to another setup video on Assetto Corsa. I thought I'd take the BMW M3 GT2 for a setup video as I've not actually tried this car yet, so decided to take it round Spa for a hot lap and a setup video. I've not been able to play this game in the last 10 days. I've been very busy with something related on the PC that I can't really say what it is. So I finally got round to playing this again. I've also got Assetto Corsa on the PC now, so once I get some sort of editing tools and I'm actually able to get something that I can use to edit some of the footage, I can start putting some setups together on Assetto Corsa on the PC. So anyway, we'll have a little look at this lap and we'll go through a quick track guide and then we'll go through the setup after I've finished the lap. It was a really enjoyable car to drive and I hope you enjoy this setup video anyway. So we're going to try and get round that last corner nice and clean, quite a tricky corner in the M3 GT2. We've got traction control off and we're going to look to brake just around the 100-yard board on the left there, going down into second gear, trying to skim the curb of the apex there, getting on the power smoothly. Just be careful not to put the power down too hard coming from that corner. We're going to work our way down through a rouge with this setup with the M3 GT2. It's flat out, no lifting at all, into 6th gear, take some of the curb, then throw it into the apex again, just straight over the curb again, flat out, no lifting at all. You don't need to lift at all with this car. It's not the fastest car down the straights, this car, so we've run a reasonably low downforce 0-3. You can go lower, but this car makes up so much time in handling. It's actually not too bad to run 0-3. So going down into 3rd gear, braking just before the curb, trying to just skim the apexes nice and cleanly, getting on the power as early as we can coming through. It's short shifting into 4th gear so we can stay on the power. Going down into this tight right hander, braking just on the curb on the left there. We actually do a big lock up here. I could feel it going down in 2nd gear, but we managed to hold the line and keep the car on track. You'll see the lock up we did there on the TV replay camera after. Then going through this corner now, we actually miss the apex slightly. We lose a little bit of time, maybe a couple of attempts there. As we miss the apex, we have to be a bit patient on the throttle. Coming into this fast left-hander, we throw it in 5th gear, skimming the apex, staying in 5th gear, then hard on the power, do not lift. Then coming into the next braking zone where we're going to go down into 3rd gear just before the curve there, going down into 4th, then 3rd gear for the apex, then slowly feeding the power back through, hard on the power, then into 3rd gear, then a little lift, briefly went into 4th gear, you'll see there, then back down to 3rd gear, ran a little bit wide there, but we managed to keep it on the track nicely, back down to 3rd gear for that corner, then hard on the power. We run so close to the limit there, we actually lost a few tenths through that section. When I looked on the Delta, I was actually about 3-4 tenths behind the best I'd been through that point, but we managed to get a nice clean exit on the last corner. We didn't take any risks and we didn't make any mistakes. I think this car has potential to be a lot faster than what I actually did this lap at, but I was very tired last night. I've been really busy with something else and I was literally falling asleep while I was driving, but we still managed to get a good lap in. Braking down into 2nd gear for this corner, slowly, be careful on the throttle for this corner in this car. You've got to be really patient and then feed the power through coming out the exit nice and cleanly. And we go over the line for a 2 minute 17.539, which is not a bad lap considering it had mistakes in it. I think that this car's got potential to be a mid to late 2 minutes 16 with the setup that I'm running here. I think if I was a little bit more awake I would have achieved that. Okay, so we'll quickly run through the setup that we did. So the default setup wasn't too bad. We did make a lot of changes, but nothing drastic within the suspension. But obviously within the rest of it, we ran 66 brake balance, felt really nice. Aero 0-3, quite a big difference from what the default setup is. And a big difference there on the drivetrain. As you can see, the gearing was standard, but we ran lowest on power and the coast on maximum just to help with that braking, because this car has a tendency on fast direction changes, because it handles that good, it was too good in a way. So we just settled that down a bit by running the maximum coast. You can knock it down to 80 and it may handle a little bit better, but you may have to just be a bit careful on fast direction changes and also corners that you're braking whilst turning. So we're going to go through the suspension changes. Obviously we ran the super soft tyres for that lap. Tyre pressure is reduced by 1. Front camber slightly higher but lower on the rear, just to stabilise that rear. And you can see there we increased the rear toe and we also adjusted the ride height to suit the track. And obviously within the dampers, we basically tried to settle down the rear with the setup. I also increased the travel range, which I seem to do on most cars within Spa for a rouge. It seems to help through a rouge, going through that fast change of where you've got the elevation change. It seems to help the car. So anyway guys, I hope this setup has helped. It's a really nice car to drive. I really enjoyed driving this car, and make sure you watch this video. It has some very big lockups where it was probably more my fault than anything to do with the car. I was just pushing really hard and I was really tired, and I hadn't played the game for I think it's been about 10 days because I've been really busy with something else. But hopefully this week I can get back to getting into the setups again and get you as many setups as I can. Anyway guys, enjoy the video, enjoy the replay camera, and thanks for watching. I'll be back with more soon.